crowds and have already started to bark loudly. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give to the single back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Allard. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup because this environment is hostile.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances. And you tell your team about it all week. And you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the lone back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Aga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. On 3rd and short, the power run here. It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, what a break. Great job following the football. Great job having some awareness that the running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, following the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line.
I know the pass game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attack. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. State sends the offense back onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Aller. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication. And it can really rattle an offense.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Quick pass on the jet motion. How about this confidence in the running game? And he picks up 9, just short the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Got it in the middle. It's Wallace. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the short completion brings up second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. On the ground, it's Singleton. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. And the Nittany Lions get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's out. Unloads to the wideout. Tip ball put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
After the incompletion, it's second down. They'll leave it with him. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got a man. It's Evans. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
At the 19. Brings up second down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to run, it's Allen. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 3, Penn State 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down. Finds his man, they convert. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. With the run on first and goal. They get him on the ground. This defense is taking some punches.
Brings up second and goal.
If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Back to throw, it's out. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Third and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. And that pass picked off.
This quarterback is having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down than the defense is expecting. And like you saw right there, they were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. On the run, it's Etienne. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26th.
I I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And he intercepts it. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Back to pass, it's Aller. He'll try to do it himself. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. They feed him again. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Oh, it's a reverse. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Motion from the offense. Wants to throw. It's back. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Snagged on the outside. It's Singleton. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 in middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's going to take off.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. No one for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Fleming. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. Stopped after making the catch. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter of the space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. He wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision making.
grabbed over the middle. It's Warren. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Touch pass on the jet sweep. All kinds of running room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Penn State.
They'll play it safe and try for three. The holder will put it down on the right hash. A 33-yard try. It's good.
That makes the score. Penn State.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The lone back's got it. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime.
Penn State 10, Georgia 3.
And the Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Looking to throw, it's back. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They go into the creative space, giving it to the wide receiver. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
Makes the catch. He's got enough. Tackle is made after the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Brings up second down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Movement here from the tight end. Looking for space. It's Frazier. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Jackrabbit.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side is not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
On the run, it's Allen. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. After the run, now to throw. Finds his tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
No gain on the play. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. To the ground with the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it.
Looking for a huge play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
On first down, here comes this offense. They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Penn State 17, Georgia 3.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Aller. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. You got it. They will score. Touchdown, Penn State.
There's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
Georgia 3.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
On second down, wants to throw. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by so much.
That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Delton. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Fast motion from the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He wants to throw it again. Looking to buy time. Makes the grab. It's dealt. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. From the gun, looking for a man. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here, Will.
Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big man. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I got the too. Reward you with a score.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress in the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still running at the 40. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The give as they work on that clock. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
To the air. It's Albert. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Smashes through. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here.
And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. With the catch, it's Warren. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Looking to throw, it's Allen. And stampeding through the defense. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
1st and goal, Penn State.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to win.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. Today, we have two of college football's most powerful teams as we are set for a top 5 showdown. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down for this offense. Hands it off. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Gonna run it. It's Singleton. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there, running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Gets it out fast.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Power football with the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying to impose their will with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Offensive linemen love to run. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having the pass blocked every play. You got to keep defenses off the field.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Short yardage play. They'll give it to the wide receiver going to the edge. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, on that third down, they go with the jet sweep, and you see nobody in the end of the line of scrimmage for the defense was expecting that. They all had their eyes into the backfield, and it was just too little too late. Receiver already outside of them, moving the sticks.
Looking for room. It's Etienne.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making the play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fair catch called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Allard. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I knew that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And just when you thought the worst was over, the first drive they fumble it. Now on the second drive they fumble it. 2 drives, and they can't hold on to the football.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They move the tight end all over. They'll run it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big plays.
down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. He turns that loose down the right side.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. Back to throw, it's Aller. Makes his connection. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
Georgia 3, Penn State 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Singleton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. The ball squirts free. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Throws to the tight end. Picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break up the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They put it on the ground last time. They had got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put it in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking for room. It's Singleton. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Okay,
The
ready?
Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming.
Cut it, cut it. Lasso.
Wide out in motion. The give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Back to throw, it's back. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Georgia lining up to fire away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. On the move, it's Saunders. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn over. That's a Cardinals son. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Dropping back, it's Allard. On target. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Going to the running game. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Here's the handoff. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in a shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And they'll just get there, try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but 2nd down's coming up. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try the run. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to the ground with the running back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try and put some points on.
And he missed it. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football for all right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He spins that thing down the middle. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And it's frustrating because you go into half, the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team, give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. With jet sweep pass. Running into the open space. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Scanning the field, it's Allen. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation of time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to...
He's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Georgia going up tempo.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Have you ever had a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? And the ball squirted out. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Great job by the defense, forcing a fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Wallace. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the ball and get it down to the 44. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Wallace. Not down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up of 1 to the 35.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground because of their sheer mass and strength.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Makes the grab on the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, that changed things a bit. After the penalty, it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tough, hard-nosed run. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It is good. And that lead grows even bigger. runs through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Looking for space. It's Etienne. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Looking for more room. At the 30. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he did the pick 6.
Yeah, and these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't slide down, don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. To the air, it's back. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
On the play. And first down for the offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Urasek. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
Black 24. Black 24.
To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Fires to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking for a deep man. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the